the sweetest thing I know. I ain't got nothing.
Because you suck. Your phone sucks.
Got it.
Okay. Ready?
We are ready. What's up? What's
everyone.
up? What's up? I am Ron.
And I'm Angela.
And this is
Chatter of Opinion. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for joining us today.
We're back.
Back.
We took a quick break last week. Did
Did
you
we?
forget?
Oh, yeah. We didn't do one last week.
We did not.
We were not prepared,
No.
to be honest with you. So.
You know what? Since August, it's like we've been on either a trip or trying to catch up from a trip. So it's just been like one thing after another. So it's just been hectic and we weren't prepared. Ron didn't want to put out anything that was just kind of thrown together.
Yes.
So he said no.
Because normally you need talking points. I see on TikTok a lot of times where people have these lives and they're just talking and there's no substance to it.
Yeah, we like to have a plan, especially because my brain is all over the place. So if I don't have a plan, you're getting what you get.
You just get what you get.
So
just take it as is.
Yeah.
Now, today we are going over some things. When you sit around and you think about life and what you want to do or where you think you want to go, some people call it a wish, some people call it a dream, but there's a lot of people that call it a bucket list. So today,
why is it called a bucket list?
I don't know.
Okay.
I should have researched that. I don't know why they call it a bucket list. If somebody knows why they call it a bucket list, let me know. But I've had the opportunity to travel around the world. I've been to a lot of places, but I haven't done a lot of things. So today we are going to go over this bucket list, the both of us, on what we have on our bucket list. We want to hear what you guys have on your bucket list and just go from there. This should be fun.
It just comes up with like kind of the definition, a number of experiences or achievements that a person hopes to have or accomplish during their lifetime.
Yeah, we're going to start off already with some buffoonery because Vasquez, Big Mike, says on his bucket list is the Lions winning the Super Bowl. That ain't never going to happen.
I'm not much into football, but the Lions, that's a stretch there, buddy.
Preventing it, silly ass players and coaching. I can't really harp on the Lions, Mike V, because my Vikings are 0-3. So, and we might just go 0-4 this week. So you never know, man. So I'm with you on that one. But you said the bucket list is what?
A number of experiences or achievements that a person hopes to have or accomplish during their lifetime.
Okay.
Yeah. Mine is more, not really, I don't think of a bucket list to me as achievements. Mine's more experiences. Is what I think of it as a bucket list.
Yeah. When I look at a bucket list, also, I don't think of achievements because you can have stuff as achievements.
Like before I die, I want to make my first million.
But normally, I don't think of it when you think of people's bucket list, it's something that you want to go do, not necessarily you want to accomplish as far as achieve when it comes to life in general. So, yeah.
All right, let's start. Let's start with we're going to start from, how would you?
5. We have top 5
starting
on our
with the
bucket
5th.
list. And we're going to start with the least important, I guess, which is number 5, and work our way down to what I really want to do and what we really want to do as far as number 1. Now, our bucket lists are totally different, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to start off with my number 5. And when I think of a bucket list, it's something that I've never done before, but I want to do. I'm going to go see the Northern Lights. I would love to go see the Northern Lights. For some reason, it just seems so cool, so pretty, so peaceful watching these lights.
And cold.
Right. But it doesn't matter if it's cold or not. God is good. As you create certain things in life that you're just like amazed. Like, how does this happen?
The Northern Lights are where?
I knew you was gonna ask me some stuff like that.
Well, it's your
I think it's a region. I think it's in a region.
Right.
I think
like it's not
Canada,
just in one.
Right. Like Canada, Norway, Switzerland, whatever.
Okay, so we could go to any of those to see the Northern Lights.
You probably could.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Is it a specific place or just?
Oh no, you just don't touch down in someplace in Canada, then that's the only place you can see them. I think
no, I'm asking you, per the areas that people see the Northern Lights.
Okay.
Did you have a specific place, or you just want to see? I just
want to see the Northern Lights. Okay. Now, if I can go to like Switzerland or Norway or whatever and see them and knock that out too, so be it. So be it.
Okay.
Kill two birds with one stone. But that is my number 5. Norway. The Northern Lights. If you look up the Northern Lights and you see these videos of the Northern Lights, they are so pretty, so pretty. Just looks so peaceful. And people are like, man, I would never think that you would want to go see the Northern Lights. But yeah, I think it'd be cool.
My number 5 is to watch the Nutcracker during the holidays.
The Nutcracker?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love like Christmas, and I've never seen the Nutcracker, and I would love to see the Nutcracker.
The Nutcracker plays here in Albuquerque at Pope Joy Hall every year. She ain't never said nothing about going to see no Nutcracker.
I think the difference too about okay, we're going to talk about what maybe prevents you from doing your bucket list. I'll talk about why.
Okay. Yeah, but I think you would say the Nutcracker in New York on.
Yeah, I would love to see it in New York, but I also would love to go to New York. It's not on my bucket list, but I would love to do both.
Okay, all right. Not to see the Nutcracker, no, but yeah, good try.
See? A lot of the things I can't do with him.
So my number 5 is go see the Northern Lights, and yours is to see the Nutcracker
during the holidays.
During the holiday season, which is Christmas, correct? Mm-hmm. Or what do you call it?
Holidays.
Yeah, the holiday season, because some people
you can't say Christmas.
Testy when it comes to saying Christmas. I'll tell you.
All right, what's your number 4?
My number 4 would be, if you know me, I am a Texas Longhorns fan. There is no other college outside of Texas, right? I would want to go to Austin and see the Texas Longhorns play in Austin. Or I would love to go to Minnesota and see the Vikings play in Minnesota.
So what's prevented you from doing that?
Laziness. I just.
So it's more of like a bag list, not a bucket list.
Well, it's kind of a bucket list to go see them in that area because I haven't.
Yeah, but Austin's not very far.
I know. I just haven't. I've been to Austin. I went to the University of Texas. No, it's not the price.
Okay.
I went to the University of Texas. I got to tour. She hooked it up, so I got to walk around with my boys on the University of Texas. Went to the locker room, the weight room with the old quarterback, which was Casey Thompson. I really appreciate him for taking us around and whatnot. But I've never seen the Longhorns play in Austin. I went to the Red River Rival a few times and watched them play in Texas, in Dallas, but I've never seen the Longhorns play in Austin.
Okay. All right. My number 4 is I've always wanted to go scuba diving.
Okay.
Because I love the ocean and the water and all the animals. Growing up, I wanted to be, or when I was little, to be a marine biologist. Little girl in the desert. How is that going to happen? But yeah, so I've always wanted. And then when I was in property management, one of my contractors, he actually was they're not called coaches. What are they called?
Who?
Like he was the one who taught you to do it. And he kept well, come out and this and that. But they're not called a coach.
The scuba diver?
Yeah, instructor. That's what it is. A scuba diver instructor. at that time, I didn't really have the money to do it. I think they would even go to Blue Hole, I think, is where you can get your certification, where they take you to do your practice hours
Okay.
or minutes, however long it is. But
All
yeah,
right.
I've never done it.
Mike Vasquez says Maldives. You know what? The Maldives, I
Oh.
would want to go there too.
We've talked about that several times.
Yes, like recently going. I think that atmosphere and the way that they have like I don't know if it's called a hotel or whatever that goes out inside of the water and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But I'm not a lucky guy, Mike. So what happens is I get there, all of a sudden the water rises all the way up to your room and stuff like that, and then you're flooded in. That's just the type of luck that I have. So, but that is a spot that I would want to go to. And I would also like to join my brother on his bucket list. He wants to go to Turks and Caicos. Yeah, Turks and Caicos is also a spot that I would want to go to.
I agree.
So the number 4 for me was watch the Texas game in Austin, and number 4 for you was go scuba diving.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna go to my number 3, which might kind of
is
surprise
simple,
you as well. Yes.
Oh, look, we finish, and now we could go do 2 things and what is it? Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Okay, so my number 3 would be I want to eat a hot dog in New York City from the street vendors.
In the dirty water.
In the dirty water. I want the musty, dirty water, a hot dog, just put it on the bun with all the swamp water that is in the street meat.
Does not seem appealing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was just going to say. We could go to New York. We could get you a hot dog and go see the Nutcracker during Christmas. I think that sounds like a plan.
You just ruined my whole bucket list with that Nutcracker thing.
No, because you're still going to get the hot dog.
Do you know how much you got to pay for the Nutcracker? I'll be asleep in the first 5 minutes.
This is probably true.
I'm telling you. But
I need to find a man, like a side piece, that does things with me that you don't want to do.
Okay.
I don't know how well that would jive, but
all right.
Because you don't want to do nothing I want to do.
Hey.
Okay,
that's
my
my
number
thing.
3.
I would want to eat hot dogs from a New York vendor with that musty water, that swamp water,
gross.
And the street meat. I think that'd be hot.
I used to love hot dogs, you guys. If you chili dogs, hot dogs was all me.
Still do.
Then I watched a YouTube video about how hot dogs were made, and how many years has it been?
I don't even know.
Zaylin was still in high school, maybe a junior, so maybe like since 2018, I have not I maybe had 1 hot dog since then, maybe 2.
Don't change my mind, boy. I'll mess a hot dog up in a minute.
It just really ruined it for me.
What? The Wiener Schnitzel?
I know, and I remember it being so good, but if you watch that video, it's like, ew.
Don't even matter.
Watch it and see if you...
Sonic hot dog, the footlong Sonic?
I know. I used to love those too.
I'm on it.
I can't do it.
I can. I'll eat yours for you, though.
Okay.
I'll eat your portion.
All right. My number 3 is I would love to go skydiving.
Okay.
I just think it would be an experience, fun, and expensive.
Yeah, just a little bit. We did the indoor skydiving in Vegas, and that was pretty interesting.
It's not the same.
It was harder than you think it was when you're on your own. You know what I'm saying? If you skydive and you're attached to someone, they're doing all the work. But when you had to do it in Vegas and you were on your own and they taught you how to cup your hands and stuff like that, it was pretty difficult.
I saw Kendra Wilkinson do it with no bra.
Who?
Or Kendra? No shirt.
Oh.
Hef's woman.
Oh, or Hank Baskett's woman.
Yeah.
Which is from New Mexico as well. Okay.
So yes, skydiving. Would you do skydiving with me?
I think it'd be fun.
Really?
Yeah, I think that would be fun. Yeah, I'm not against it at all.
Really? No. Okay. Noted.
So my number 2 would be I want to go deep sea diving. You said you wanted to go scuba diving. It's along the same lines, but I want to go deep sea diving, like
where
in
the
the ocean.
Titanic is.
I don't know about no Titanic, but
I'm just saying.
I just want
Like
to go
that
in the
deep?
ocean. Yeah, I just want to see everything because I'm a firm believer that there's a lot of things in the ocean that have not been discovered yet. And it's just a beautiful scene. When you see these fish, bless you. Uh-oh. You see
Thank you.
the fish and everything, the whales and stuff like that. That's just amazing on how they live out there in those waters.
Well, let's hope you're not the first person to find a certain species, because the way you name things.
What you mean?
What was the name of our kid if we would have had a kid?
Oh, fibromyalgia, tucumcari triple.
Fibromyalgia, tucumcari triple is what he said. If we ever had a kid, thank God we did not, and we were past that.
You know anybody named fibromyalgia?
No, but there's a reason.
Why?
Because it's...
So you can name your kids after a drink or a car or some furniture or some dirt or something like that, but you can't name your kid fibromyalgia?
Under a disease?
What's wrong with that?
Anyways, so you're not naming the species.
Okay.
Weirdo. All right. My number 2 is going on a hot air balloon, like up and floating, not just up and down, like going, which is crazy because I live in Albuquerque, but in my defense, they're pretty expensive. And so before single mom, lived paycheck to paycheck, it was never going to happen. Now I could probably do it, but now I would want someone to go with me, and that is not you.
No.
Right. But if I had an activity sugar daddy partner.
You going on a balloon that has no engine, no navigation system or whatnot. You just go where the wind takes you.
Yeah.
Not happening.
You don't think that's the same as skydiving?
No, skydiving, you have controls on your, what you call it, your parachute.
You have controls too on the balloon. You do the inflation more or less. No?
No, I'm a hard pass on the balloons.
So if anyone wants to go on a hot air balloon with me.
Yeah, speaking of that, the Balloon Fiesta here in Albuquerque, New Mexico is the largest balloon fiesta in the world. And it is here this year from 7 October to
next weekend.
15 October. If you have not had the opportunity to come here to Albuquerque to see all these balloons, you need to make a trip. Just look it up. As the Fiesta in New Mexico, you will be amazed on what the sky looks like. Yeah, with all these balloons that come from all around the world just to go in a circle to land wherever they land.
And we get the joy of seeing them almost daily around this time because they're always out right near our house. So
right.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
It really is. It really is. So where we at?
Number 1.
My number 1 on my bucket list would be go on an African safari. Now I'm talking about I want to go like in the bush. You know what I mean? Drive me and let's get out and let's look to see the lions, the tigers, the bears. Oh my type thing. Yes, I want to be in the mix of everything when it comes to an African safari. All my life, I just wanted to see these animals in the wild. You know what I mean? You see them on TV all the time. You see them at the zoo. I want to see the animals in their natural state, attacking other animals, the whole nine. The African safari is number 1 on my bucket list.
That would be hard for me because now I come across a video and there's like an elephant. Oh, maybe like a baby elephant or a baby something.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like a lion or a cheetah trying to like eat them and attack them. And I'm like,
but that happens. That's a part of life.
It's so hard to see though.
Well, it's that I want to see all of that.
I'm like the type in the Westerns that are more concerned about the horse than the person. I know.
Okay.
I'm like, the horse fell.
Nah, I want to see all of that. I want to see the attacks. I want to see the monkeys jumping out of the tree and the whole nine. The closest I've gotten to African safari is I used to live in Panama for a while. And
what's a while?
3 years.
Okay.
And in my yard, you can find Mondays, you found tarantulas, you found monkeys swinging from the trees and stuff
What
like
are
that.
Mondays?
Oh, you gotta look it up. It's like this little monkey type, whatever type deal, and they tell you not to feed them, and they tell you that for a reason.
Oh, did you feed it?
I did once, and it wasn't good.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's the closest I've got to a safari, because they had anteaters and pedicosas. What is a pedicosa? What's the thing that crawls? Sloths. They had sloths and whatnot too. So I just want to go to Africa and
On
do
a
an
safari.
on an African safari to see, like I said, the animals in their natural state.
Wow, you're not getting any younger.
I know.
So maybe the next 5 years.
I don't know about that, but
Why
we'll
not?
see. We'll see. We'll
Okay.
see.
My number one is to go to Italy.
Oh, okay.
I've always wanted to go. I said when I graduated college, I would go. Unfortunately, I got pregnant with my child and life happened. Then I went back to school to finish college and said I was going to go, but I was unrealistic because I was broke and didn't realize how much it costs to go over there.
Okay.
And then when Ron and I got married, we had talked about doing that for our honeymoon, but after paying for the wedding, it was like, ooh, maybe we should stay a little closer to home because we spent so much on our wedding. And so now we're going.
Okay.
We're already planning, and we will be going in 2024
to Italy.
And I'm so excited.
So if you've ever been to Italy and you have some tips for an Italy tour, let us know.
Please.
Yeah, it should be a nice vacation.
I'm excited.
In Italy. Yes.
Now, okay, so I wanted to talk about like what prevents people from doing the list of their bucket list.
Okay.
Or the things on their bucket list.
Speak on
like
it.
What could prevent you from doing it?
Oh, number one is finances.
Totally.
You don't realize how expensive some things are depending on how many days and where you're trying to travel to.
Mm-hmm.
And on the opposite side, you don't realize how inexpensive some of these trips that you want to go to are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
I agree.
Financial situation of things would always be number one to prevent someone from taking care of their bucket list.
Yeah, I know they're movies and they're not realistic, but I've always like seen like certain movies where they like just have this goal and they're just working towards a goal, putting stuff in a jar, like money in a jar, like just really working on trying to save up for whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I know when you're younger, you don't think like you could ever do it, but now that I'm older, it's like, let's do it.
Yeah, but it takes financial preparation for you to do some of these things, and it's doable. So don't let the financial aspects of it. Yeah, don't let the financial aspects deter you from doing things. You just have to probably forecast longer than what you would normally do for a local trip.
But I think too, when it gets to that point and it seems more overwhelming, then people just kind of not do it.
Yeah, because you think about the day-to-day operations that you already have going on, and you think about the finances and things that you're already juggling. So then when you start doing the research into it, then it gets over a certain amount, like $2,000 or $3,000, and all of a sudden you're just like, no, I'm not gonna save up for it. I'm not gonna do it.
That's or even the planning. Like me, I've been looking into Italy for a couple months now, and it's very overwhelming. Because it's like this whole place that you just aren't familiar with, and what's the best place to stay and which spot should we try to go, because this may be our only time to go. We don't know. Like, so we want to get everything in, but I also don't want to, when I vacation, I like to relax. I know like my boss, one time we were talking, she goes, oh, on our vacations, we're go, go, go. And then you're so tired when you get back, you almost need a vacation from your vacation. I like to more relax on my vacations. And so I know that like certain trips do require like on the go, lots of planning. So it can be a little intimidating because it is. Okay. And then, so mine would be someone to go with. as you see here, Mr.
What?
doesn't want to try anything with me.
See, traveling and doing some dangerous BS is different. I'll travel anywhere. I ain't trying to go up in no balloon or
Okay, we
no
can
stuff
travel
like that.
to New York for the Nutcracker.
You
That's
can
not dangerous.
You can travel on the east side of town and watch it at Pope Joy Hall as well.
Yeah, I know, but we could do New York and your hot dogs.
Oh my God. Next, what is we talking about?
All right,
Time.
the time to go. Because like right now with us planning, everywhere you look, they're like, oh, you should go 10 to 12 days.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
well, yeah,
so
not just
some
that
people
type of
don't
time.
always just have.
Yeah, a lot of time to be going, especially when you are required to work nowadays. You know what I mean? Your job is important because the economy isn't getting any better. So
Also,
you can't afford
10
to
to
take
12
10 days
days
off
is
of work.
sometimes like all your PTO. Well, minus weekends, but
Yeah, sometimes it just depends, you know, what you do. So because there's people that don't get PTO.
true.
You see
What
I'm
were you
saying?
thinking about with time?
Just saying the time to do things like I don't have a week to go on a vacation, or I can't get off during this particular time when things
And that's the
are
best time to
popping.
go.
Yeah, you see what I'm
Or
saying? So
yeah, that's
time all the
true.
way around is could be an issue when it comes to bucket list
Bucket
trips.
list. That's true. And then the last one, dangerous.
And last one is what?
Dangerous.
Like the balloons?
Yeah, some people like don't do it because although it's on their bucket list, they're like, ooh, if something happens, I would leave my family.
Yes.
You know, with the loss of myself, or you know, if both of us win and something happened. Although I did learn from my cousins this past weekend that life insurances have like I don't know what the word is, stipulation in your life insurance that if you like do bungee jumping or skydiving, things like that, that it does not cover your death benefit. Like if you did something dangerous, they won't pay your family out.
Sometimes they have that questionnaire on what you are involved in, and then the insurance company
could deny you.
has to accept your craziness. Yeah.
So yeah, I just learned that. So yeah, you have to take that into consideration, but also sometimes the chance of something happening is not, how is it? The percentage of something happening does not outweigh the opportunity to try it.
Yeah, the probability of something happening is probably very low as far as you hurting yourself or getting killed.
Crystal says she's not trying to risk her life.
Crystal wasn't even trying to get on the boat.
I hear you. Like, we know that, Crystal.
Yeah, we got that 100%, Crystal. But I get you. I'm not trying to risk my life either. I just don't understand. Like, you guys are from New Mexico and y'all have never been on a hot air balloon.
Well, that's been finances. I was broke. But now I can afford it, but now I need a partner to go with. I don't want to experience it on my own. Crystal won't go. Let's see. Stella says, go while you are young enough to move. I agree.
Yes.
It's that thing like when you're too young, you're not really financially stable, or you probably don't have the time at work to be off. And then you don't want to go when you're too old.
Right.
To go. So, yeah.
But then again, when you think about it, how old do people become really financially stable nowadays? Because even when I was coming up, I was all over the place. I wasn't financially stable.
Yeah, but I also think priorities. Like, okay, I just want to go. This is what I want to do. I don't care my bills aren't paid. I want to go on an African safari. And I'm going to break my back and lose my roof over my head to go.
So you're going to be staying out in the woods too after you come back from that safari.
Kai said he'll go on a hot air balloon. I don't know if you're too tall, Kyron.
Kyron ain't trying to go on no hot air balloon. The fire might catch your
hair on fire.
Is he really trying to go on a hot air balloon? I don't
know. How certain are you, Kyron? Because I'll take you. Yeah. And then Stella says, plan ahead, save for a rainy day, and then save money for your trip.
Yes, and we're not going to get into kind of a financial talk, but if you didn't learn anything from COVID, what you should have learned is make sure you put away some money
For
for
a
a rainy
rainy
day.
day.
Yes. Same thing now. I'm a federal employee. Coming on the 1st of October, they're talking about cutting checks and laying or furloughing federal employees, but with savings and stuff like that, I'm not even worried. You can shut it down all you want to. I'm good.
You're covered for a few weeks,
Few days.
a few days.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna eat nothing. You better
I
start
think
sipping
we're
on
okay.
that water.
Stella says danger is everywhere. I agree. You
Yeah.
can't not do stuff for the what ifs, as I tell my sister. You can't live your life for the what ifs.
I agree. No matter where you go to, people say like Albuquerque is dangerous or this place is dangerous. Every state has their locations that have danger to it, but that shouldn't prevent you from going to do what you got to do. If you hanging out in these dangerous areas, that's on you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If you are out in the streets like that and you hanging and you looking for danger, it's gonna find you.
And Elisa says Davy wants to do an Alaskan bow hunt brown bear. That would be cool.
Okay. Yeah, that would be cool. Didn't they go someplace and shoot some buffalo?
Didn't they go
or
to
something?
Mexico, Elisa,
Right,
to do buffalo?
Right. So that would be
Yeah,
cool.
and then they ended up, I think, accidentally killing one and had two,
I would
and then they had to pay for both or something like that.
bow hunting or hunting in general, I would love to do if I could just go there, shoot something real quick, and then I'm out. I ain't got time to be sitting in no tree from dark 30 to in the afternoon time because I'm bad. You know what I mean? I get out there and if I don't see nothing, I'm shooting a bird, a squirrel. I'm shooting something. I am not going out there all day freezing my butt off because it's normally hunting season. What normally starts in like
It's coming
November,
now.
right?
It's
Like,
now, yeah.
yeah, no, I'm shooting something. So I'd be a bad partner, but I would love to go do some stuff like that.
Yeah, she said Davy killed two, so they had to like pay to
Okay.
get both of them. Oh my god, I'm sure it was.
Yeah, but it'd be
expensive.
a wonderful thing to do. If that's what you're into, you go and bow
Well,
hunting.
Danny
too.
and Davy and them go bow hunting all the time. There you
Yeah.
go.
No. First of all, you got to get up. You got to
you got to get licensed.
accurate.
You got to get licensed and get drawn first.
You got to be accurate with a bow.
Well, yeah, duh. Because
I'll just be look.
like you were Pocahontas.
Yeah. I'll just be shooting.
Not even aiming or what?
I wasted like 20 arrows on nothing. You know what I mean? So no. If I could shoot it, I might do something like that. I ain't gonna eat it though, because I'm the type of person. If I shoot something,
You can't eat it.
no.
Okay, so one time we went fishing, and Zaylin was like, "Oh, I can get the fish." Ron was like, Had you been fishing before that?
Here in Albuquerque?
No, like period.
Girl, I used to fish all my life.
Okay, so Ron was like, and Zayn was like, I can get it, and we went, and then we got like a lot that day.
Yeah, I think we got 7 fish a piece, which was the
Something.
max with 21.
It was
fish.
a lot, and this one had to end up doing them all.
Yeah, because they said that he can gut the fish. And the thing with me is I love fishing, but I don't eat fish.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and it's not a catch and release. So then
no, you got to keep
I think
them.
we gave ours to Danny.
I think so.
Yeah,
I
because
think
we're like,
we
we're not
did.
going to do anything with this. Lisa says Sanito and his friends stayed in the wilderness for 5 days.
Oh,
Like with the RV
that's the
or
only
camping.
Yeah, because I stayed in the
Like a
wilderness. I
tent?
went camping, but like for 2 days.
It was 2 days.
was
And
rough.
Ron on the second day was bored out of his mind.
First day was hot.
And
boy.
he
You
didn't
get out there,
understand.
no, you start drinking the first day, putting up your tent.
No, our
everything
tent was
cool.
already put up.
Who put it up? Maria?
Yeah, Maria already had it up by the time we got there.
Okay, so then we put our stuff in the tent. We drinking that night. Everything is cool. You wake up the next morning.
He's like, what do we do? I'm like, what
what?
do you mean? You just chill. You get some sticks for the fire and you just
You can only get so
You
many sticks. It
chill.
was rough, boy. It was rough. It was a long day that day. the
So
next
would
day.
you go camping again
I
or
would
RV
camp.
camping?
No. My thing is, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it full on. So if I'm gonna camp, I'm gonna camp in a tent. I'm not gonna camp in an RV. That's not.
I would camp in an RV.
That's not camping.
I've done camping in a tent, and I would prefer to camp in an RV.
Yeah, I would
which I've never
prefer it.
camped in an RV.
I would
I've
prefer
always
it, but
tented
yeah,
it.
you tent it out. If you're gonna camp, get in a tent and rough it. You know what I mean?
I know, but people who do it often, they're like, I'll just have the luxuries and be able to.
That's
Yeah,
not camping.
it is camping.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think it is.
No.
So anyway, so at my age, I'm like, when we were like talking about doing the podcast, I'm like, you know what? I got to get on it. Like at my age, I'm barely about to do one of my bucket lists.
Yeah. I think if I look at my bucket list, I think
what's realistic.
My number 4, which is watch the Texas game in Austin. I think that's more realistic than anything on there because I can't see myself deep sea diving because I know you wouldn't deep sea dive like
Why
that.
Why wouldn't I?
Bruh. I just don't think that you would do it.
I would.
Going to see the Northern Lights takes a lot of preparation because I don't know. They're not all year round. You have to go at a specific time. Eat a hot dog in New York. The closest I've been to downtown New York is when I went to Massachusetts. I used to live in Massachusetts for that. And we went to Boston a few years ago. And I still didn't see no street vendors in Boston.
No, not that I remember.
African Safari, that's doable. That's doable.
Oh, that's doable?
I think
just with preparation.
Yeah.
And planning.
I think the planning.
That's what I'm saying.
Would
next
be cool.
5 years, and you said no.
I don't think the next 5 years.
No?
No. I don't think that. We got I have a lot of stuff going on.
What do you got going on?
It's G14 classified, but I got a lot of stuff going on.
You'll have to kill us if.
Right.
Stella says go glamping. Okay, Stella, 2 weeks ago, I went glamping in Lamy, New Mexico. If any of y'all ever want to go glamping, go to Kit Fox in Lamy. It was the best. It had full functioning bathrooms, showers. The food was 5-star delicious. The people were amazing. The tents were the cutest thing. You still had like beds and nightstands and it was like the perfect thing. The views, actually, I need to post pictures. I keep saying I am, and I have not. I will do it tonight.
2 weeks ago, I was in Vegas in a hotel drinking at the sports bar.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about glamping.
No.
What are we talking about?
I'd
What are
rather
we
do
talking
a
about?
sports bar in Vegas over some glamping any day. But
and then Elisa says, "Ooh, I'm sorry, I spit." I'm with Ron. I'll catch and kill, but will not eat it for the fish.
I'm with her. I'll catch it all day. You want me to catch some fish? I just love the entertainment. I love being out there on the water. I'm just focusing on, casting. Yeah, it's very peaceful.
We need to go this last year.
Yeah, we went here.
Actually, we haven't gone since COVID.
Probably not. We went in Albuquerque. We went to Sandia Lakes.
Mm-hmm.
And was very successful there and whatnot. And it was just nice. It was just a nice time.
But
just
at
being
Isleta, we didn't get nada.
No.
And we went out there twice.
With your daddy. But anyway, I love fishing. I just can't. No matter if I catch it with a rod and reel or I shoot it, I just can't. I can't eat it.
Oh, Elisa said about Sanito and his friend. They were in a one-man tent. Water wasn't close, only had dry food. Ew.
A one-man tent? Boy, that's some body heat. I don't think I want.
No, wait. Did each of them have their own one-man tent, or were they
together
all in a one-man tent?
Scoot over, boy. Yeah.
Well, can you fit 2 people in a one-man tent?
You probably can. You can fit as many as you want to. I don't know about being comfortable, but yeah. I guess.
Yes, each one.
Okay.
Had one.
I could do that. A one-man tent with my blow-up mattress.
Rah. He's so bougie.
No,
Crystal,
man.
let Ron borrow your shirt
Camping is it's fun. I really enjoyed
for
being
one
out
day.
there. But like I said, the next morning when you wake up in that morning and you got the whole day to look each other in the face and y'all ain't got nothing going on.
No,
boy.
you know
Ooh,
what I
Lord.
think also was a difference is the girl that we went with, she's a camper. And
Mm.
so she kind of did everything. I think if Ron had the opportunity to like cook or clean up or like I feel like that would have filled his day or experience of how to clean while you're camping or how to cook while you're camping. I think it would have like
I didn't
been
want to
for
do
you to
nothing
learn.
like
No,
that. No. I was good
because
just going to get the firewood.
cooking at home is different than cooking
It
out
is,
in the
but
elements.
I went and got the firewood. I put the wood down, and like I said, I just put the wood on the fire, and you just sit there all day. And I was the only guy. You know, you had
were the
you
only
and
guy.
Maria, and then some
Her
other person
daughters.
came, and yeah.
Mhm.
So I was just sitting there, just enjoying, I guess, some me time, and I just realized at that time I don't like myself. You know?
Oh,
I was
okay.
reflecting on me. I was just like, bro, you boring. You know what I mean? This is boring as shit.
You're so funny. I don't like myself.
I do love myself. I'm not, that was a joke.
Anyway,
Yes.
so this was our bucket list episode. We hope that you guys, if you haven't already, write down a bucket list of things that you would want to do, whether it's something small and local or expand your horizons and go cross country. I don't
Okay.
know, but I think that aiming for something kind of keeps life exciting.
I would agree. And for those that are just now joining, can you break your bucket list down one more time from 5 to 1?
You do all yours.
Okay, so for me, if you just now joining my bucket list, we did the top 5. We'll start at 5 with me, which was go see the Northern Lights. Number 4 would be watch a Texas Longhorns game or a Minnesota
In
Vikings
Austin.
game in Texas or Minnesota.
Okay.
Number 3 would be eat a hot dog in New York City from a street vendor.
New York City.
That's it.
What is that commercial? It's a salsa commercial, I think. Okay, continue.
That beans commercial or whatever.
No, I feel like it's salsa.
Is it salsa?
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
No, number 2 would be go deep sea diving. I want to be in the mix of
Like,
things in the ocean.
What is the ship that I said?
You said
Titanic.
I ain't trying to see no Titanic.
Near the Titanic.
But I want to dive as deep as I can to see what the average person doesn't get to see when they go out into the ocean. And then number 1 would be I would love to go on an African safari.
Okay, my 5 are to watch the Nutcracker during the holidays.
All right.
Go scuba diving, which to me is like I could do deep sea.
Okay.
Skydiving.
All right.
I would want to be tethered though to somebody the first time. Definitely.
The first time.
Yeah.
Like every time.
Well, what if I become a pro and I like it and I like the adrenaline? Because I've always been a safe person. That maybe that like gets me worked up.
I can see that.
And then number 2 is going on a hot air balloon. Did I say that already?
No.
Going on a hot air balloon.
Which she's been in Albuquerque New Mexico all of her life and has never been on a hot air balloon. Have you been on a hot air balloon as a child? Like, did they ever come to your school and do the whole?
No, because I didn't go to school here.
They don't do that in Artesia?
No, why would they? They don't have hot air balloons in Artesia.
Like, I know they travel.
No, they don't. All right, and then my last one is to go to Italy.
Italy.
Yeah.
So you will take care of one of your
by next year. I will have Italy down.
All right.
Guaranteed.
Sounds good.
And you? I want a timeline for one of yours. Texas next year?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe because Texas.
As long as it doesn't interfere with my Italy trip.
Oh Lord, I don't know. I love Austin, so I don't know if that's in the mix for next year or not. I would have to do some planning on that one.
Lisa says camping, tuna fishing, hot air balloon ride. Can't think of any other ones.
Okay. Tuna fishing, huh?
Yeah, that would be cool. I feel like Papa went when they went Hawaii or something, or somebody, either Danny and Papo or Papo and Stormy. Somebody I feel like went tuna fishing. I could be wrong, but that would be cool.
Because they're kind of big, right?
big.
Yeah, so it'd take a lot. That would be cool. And what's the fish? Marlins.
Marlin.
When they take hours to reel in.
What's the one with the? That's a tuna,
Yeah,
right? With the big old, like the sword, like they're.
I thought that was a marlin.
I don't know. We're not outdoorsy people.
That's why you need to deep sea fish so you can figure out the different kind of fish.
True.
All right.
So, anyways, guys, thank you again for joining us.
Yes, we really appreciate you.
We should be back on our normal schedule.
Right.
We have come up with more topics.
Yes.
But again, if you guys have anything that you would want to talk or us to talk about, or we would love to have you on if there's something specific or close to your heart that you want to talk about, let's do it.
Correct. We can do that.
Other than that, the Balloon Fiesta is coming up. The fall cold season, which I love. It's soup time. I'm so excited to eat soup. It's my favorite time of year.
Right.
Especially because we're coming up to the holidays.
I agree. I love the holiday season. I love it when it gets cool outside, mainly because people dress a little differently. They bring out the top outfits and whatnot.
Yeah.
And just being outside
Cozy.
when the weather is like real nice is a blessing.
Yeah.
So
agree.
Thank you guys for joining us. This has been our episode of Bucket List. If you do watch this and you have something that is on your bucket list that we haven't mentioned, make sure you chime in and let us know what's on your bucket list. That might drive us or drive me to change my bucket list and be like, okay,
share your
I'm
top 5
as well.
or at least your top 3.
Yeah, top 3. Let us know what your top 3 is on your
put them in the comments.
Your bucket list. And if you don't have one right now, because I think I asked my sister, she says she doesn't have anything on her bucket list. Create a bucket list. Yeah. What is it? You think about it. You work hard all of your life.
Day.
Yeah, you work hard. You should reward yourself with a trip or something that you've always wanted to do. I'd be curious on what that is.
I agree.
So until next time, till next Thursday at 6:00 Mountain Time, we really appreciate you guys joining us. Thank you for your support as always. The weekend is coming up. Make sure you guys are safe. If you're going through some things and you need to talk to someone during the mental health, blah, 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 let us know. We'll be more than willing to talk to you on the side, okay? But take care of yourself. Thank you guys for all of your support.
Thanks, guys.